Hey guys, this is Jade. So I just decided to do another video for you guys, and I'm going to call this one Random K-Pop. So pretty much I just have a bunch of albums here that are rare and or out of print. So whether you can find them or not, you can add them to the list. So I'm just going to just take the albums and just, you know, talk about what I like about them, why they're rare and stuff like that. So first I have Junsu's, his first English single, Uncommitted. To my knowledge is out of print, but I think if you like you can't find it on, like, you know, K-Time for You and stuff like that, you have to go digging for it. Like you might be able to get it from Music Plaza for a cheap price. I think I paid $13 for this, where everyone else they were charging like $35 for it, which is I find really ridiculous. But I just really love this song. I really love this song. If I'm not mistaken, it's like his first and only English song he's ever came out with, and even, like, you know, that's his first time really, you know, speaking in English like that. It actually wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. So I love this song, and I just love the album period. So it's like you have the album here, the track list here, and just the photo books is really, the photo book is really nice. So I'm not going to go through like every last picture, but just going to go through some of the pictures and stuff like that. And I just really like that how, like, you know, how simple it is. So it's not like, you know, all over the top. So it's like the lyrics for Tarot Telegra, and it's in English. The lyrics are in English, which is interesting. But yeah, so I love this album, well, this single, and I'm actually happy that I have it. So yeah, so that's just Junsu's Uncommitted. And my foot's falling asleep. And the next one I have is my GD and Top album. I've talked about this album quite a few times, but I'm just really happy that I have it, even though yes, it is damaged, but I'm still happy I have it because the fact that this cover is no more. Like, they had to change the covers, and it's a new cover, and it's really hard to find this version of the album. Like, I don't know if this is supposed to move. I really don't care, but honestly, like, you may be able to find one on, like, from Japan, but other than that, just to find the Korean version is going to be a bitch to find. Now you can find like the Japanese version on Amazon, but other than that, this is definitely rare and definitely out of print. It took me a couple years to find this until I found someone on YouTube selling it. And I really don't quote your price because I really don't know how much these things go for, honestly, especially an album like this that is definitely rare. So I think I may have, like, over, you know, spent too much money on it, but at the same time, at the end of the day, I have it, and I'm glad I have it, because if I didn't get it, I probably would have missed out on the opportunity to have it. Yes, it is damaged because, you know, like, this is broken and like kind of like wear on the photo book, but other than that, it's, you know, it's not that bad. But yeah, so I'm really happy I have this album. Plus, I just love this album, period. I mean, just the songs are amazing. Just gonna flip through the photo book, you know, so, you know, I was really excited when GD and Top came back with Zutter. I'm hoping one of these days they'll do another mini album, because this right here is like classic. I absolutely love it. I have not even gotten tired of this album. I've listened to this album like a million damn times. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite rare albums that I have in my collection. And another album I have is Infinite's Over the Top. I got this from a seller on Tumblr. They had like a online store that they were selling albums, and I paid $10 for this. 10 when I was originally looking for it. I've seen it go for like $50, $60, and I'm like, I'm not paying that much for an album. For one album, No. I understand that it's out of print, and like I don't know why out of all of Infinite's albums, this album here is the only one that's out of print. Like you can find all their other albums no problem, but I don't know what it is. Maybe because the fact that it's like a misprint. At least the one that I have is a misprint. I mean, I've probably shown it before, but in the one I have at least, Sungyo's name is spelled all types of wrong. Let me find it. No, it's not it. No. Now I have to find his name. Hold on, give me a second. No. Damn it. I don't know, I don't want to go deep into it, but like if you look, like, you see how here you can barely see the members' names? Like this should be more up to where you can see the members' names. Now if you watch Alex's video, his album you can see clear as day the members, where mine you can't. So maybe that's one reason why the albums are out of print. I have no idea, but I mean either way I love this album, and I'm really happy that I have this, because again this is like the only Infinite album that is really 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 hard to find, because these are out of print. The next, I'm not sure if this is really out of print, but I'm just gonna take a wild guess, but I have Taeyong's Solar, the concert CD DVD. I think it's out of print. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it is, but I really don't think it is. But this is actually the first concert that I've seen, like that I own. This is the only one I own. This is from Taeyong, from his first full-length album back in 2010, his first concert. I've seen his concert a million times. I still haven't gotten over it. I love it. I haven't watched it in a while, but I used to watch it like all the time. Just the photo book, and just like how nervous he was, and oh my god, it's, even though like I know, like I said, he was really really nervous, like you can tell, like when he's singing some songs, like you can tell, you can feel the nerves. But honestly, I just love this concert to death. I haven't seen his Rise concert yet. Maybe I'll watch it later, but yeah, but this is absolutely, just love this one. It's definitely one of my favorites. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's sure if it's like out of print. I think it is, but yeah. So this is his the Solar CD DVD. And then I have Junsu's Terra Telegra. This thing is so out of print, it's not even funny. Like it took me about a year, like maybe like a year, or maybe like close to a year to find it. I think out of all of Junsu's albums, this one is really hard to find. Like you can still find his first single, Intoxication, like on Yes Asia. You can definitely buy Flowers still, Incredible, you can definitely still get, but for some reason this album here is like seriously out of print. It's really hard to find. And then I was lucky enough to get it on Tumblr for $10, where everyone else, just like with the Infinite album, they weren't like $50, $60 for it. I'm like, I'm not doing all that. So by the grace of God, I was really happy to get it at $10 from someone on Tumblr from Singapore. I just love this, you know, the detachable photo book. I'm not going to go into the photo book because I take this off and it's a pain in the ass to get back on, but just going to skim through real quick. Hopefully you can see. But yeah, so again, amazing album. Love it, love it, love it. If you are able to get it at a decent price, hop on it, because you might not be able to get it for cheaper than what they're trying to give you. So I was like, if you can find it for cheaper than like $20, hop on it, because other places want you spend like damn near $60, $70 for it. Don't even do it. And then next I have Rain's Rainism. This is his 5th album, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is his last album with J-Tune, or no? I don't know. I don't really know all that much about Rain, but this is the first Rain album that I bought, and I bought this on eBay for like $5. This is like I think this is like the cheapest I ever bought an album for, but yeah, got it on eBay. And it has one of my favorite Rain songs, Rainism, and the photo book is pretty interesting. So there's the photo book. It kind of gives me like a kind of superhero-ish kind of vibe if you look at the photo book. Sort of, kind of. But yeah, I just love this song. Love him. I just love how, like, Korea wasn't ready for Rainism. The fact that he had to do, like, a clean version because the other version was a little too explicit for Korea. But yeah, and speaking of Rain, another album of his. This is the Back to the Basic album. Again, I'm not going to open this bitch because it's a pain in the ass to open and it's a pain in the ass to close. So I can do this, but that's as far as it's going to go because I can't open it all the way because it's hard to open. So yeah, this is the album with Hip Song and the English version of Love Song. So yeah, definitely, to my knowledge, this is definitely out of print. I don't know if you may be able to find it like on eBay, but that's pretty much, it may be Amazon, but like, if we're talking like, you know, like other stores like Music Plaza, K-Town For You, K-Pop Mart, I doubt it. So if you want this album, you might have to do some digging on either Amazon or eBay for the album. And I think I spent like $21 on this at a bookstore in New York. So yeah. And then another album I have that is definitely, I think it's still pretty much ran out of print, would be Big Bang's Number One, their first Japanese album, if I'm not mistaken. This is just the CD, not the one with the DVD. That's the green version. I've been looking for this album. I got this earlier this year, and it's pretty much, I think I spent over 2 years looking for this damn album. Honestly, like, again, with eBay, they wanted like almost $100 for it, and I'm like, I'm not paying that much for this album. I don't care if it is Japanese. I don't care if it's out of print. I'm not paying that much for an album. I just thought it was really, really ridiculous. I don't understand the people that be doing the math when it comes to selling albums. I really don't. But yeah, I was not about to spend $100 for one album. Not having. Then shipping. Oh, So again, I got thanks to my girl Shower360 because she was the one that put me on to Amazon, and she told me that maybe I can find it there. And honestly, instead of paying $100, I only paid $4.50. So plus shipping, I think I paid like $11 for it. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. So again, I don't know how many I'm going to say this, but definitely look at Amazon for rare albums, and definitely albums from Japan. So if you're not really too comfortable with doing from Japan, because I know from Japan is a little complicated, if you don't want to do that, definitely try Amazon. It's definitely way easier, and you don't have to worry about doing like bids and stuff like that. If you're not really into that, definitely try Amazon. The albums are pretty cheap, the shipping is pretty decent, and like, I've never gotten a damaged album from anyone from Amazon yet, so definitely give it a try. I just love this album, period. And then the thing with the album is that it also has, so the photo book has English lyrics, but this is also the Japanese lyrics, so it's like you get the best of both worlds. And even though the album is in English, you do have Japanese lyrics as well. So yep, there you go. And then the last rare album I have is none other than GD's Heartbreaker. This is really, really rare and really out of print. I mean, I've seen it on eBay for like $90. I don't know if anyone's willing to pay that much for it. I think I seen someone on Tumblr when I bought this. It was like, I think I paid $30 because I bought 2 other albums. So altogether, I think I paid maybe $30 for this. It is damaged because of tape and whatnot, but other than that, for the most part, if you do get this album, it's 9 times out of 10 it might have some damage to it. If you don't get damaged, you're lucky. But for most people I've seen that got this album, it is damaged. Whether it's like the case itself or like the mold is messed up, something's wrong with it. So yeah, if you do happen to get this album and there's nothing wrong with it, lucky you. But yeah, I love this album. I know G's not really too fond of this album, but I love it, and it's definitely one of the most unique albums I've ever seen. Just the fact that they have a mold of his face, like no one's even done that over here in the States. So definitely a very unique album. But yeah, definitely love this album. It's like I said, it's going to be hard to find, and I'm hoping you can find it at a decent price as well. Again, I try Amazon. Maybe if you can try from Japan if you're willing to, if you know how to work from Japan. I never bought anything from there yet, but if you want to try there as well, you can go ahead. But yeah, definitely I wouldn't do eBay, only because that, from what I've seen, they charge way too much money for this album. But if you do find it at a decent price, hop on it. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much all my rare album. If you want to do this as well, I mean, you can do this as well. I guess you can call it a tag if you want to call it a tag. So yeah, just pretty much just like all the albums that you have that are like rare and or out of print, just throw it up in there, and now yeah, it's pretty much that. So alright, I'm gonna be out of here, and I will talk to you guys later.